Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. The point is in life for men, point is to get yourself in the most wealthiest position ever, right? You know what it means to be in the most wealthiest position? When you're wealthy, you could cheat on any woman and could afford that, right? You could get any woman you want. I'm not talking about. I'm not saying that the point in life is to get any woman that you want. The point is life to be comfortable, to be secure with what you have, right? Now, if you can't be wealthy, right? What's the point in living this life for, right? The point is to get wealthy, to get rich, to get money, to be in this position where you can just say, F this shit, right? I'm trying to motivate men to do better in life, right? Don't get yourself set up in a situation where you have to keep up with the Joneses, try to brag with people, and do all this unnecessary shit. The point is to get money. Like the old 50 Cent album, Get Rich or Die Trying, right? Get yourself out of debt, get yourself wealthy, right? Get yourself cash flow, do not pay taxes, get out of liability, and get some asset, all right? Like Rob Fuyasaki said, the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? Get cash flow. Don't pay taxes. Or pay as little taxes as possible. I'm not telling you to avoid paying taxes. I'm not a financial advisor, so what I'm saying is, right? Is you taking your own risk. But what I'm saying is that you find ways to pay as little tax as possible. How do you think the wealthy get wealthy? Do you think the wealthy pay taxes? They don't pay taxes. They find ways and loophole to get out of this situation where they have to pay taxes, right? They write off everything they have, right? Do you want to be a worker, a work slave for the rest of your life? Or just want to retire comfortably, right? Do you think the rich have that kind of mindset to be working all the time? No. The point is to get money in without paying taxes. What's the best way to do that? To get asset, untaxable asset, right? The rich people know this, and you need to know how to think like the rich, work like the rich, hang around with the rich, be like the rich people. Get into their mindset, right? Write everything off. Start a business, whatever. First thing you do, you cannot be rich if you have debt. Get rid of debt as soon as possible. Debt is holding you back, right? If you don't know how to get rid of debt, one principle I use to get rid out of debt is to pay off as much money as I can, right? And whatever money I saved up, I compound it into the next payment. Never pay the minimum, because when you pay the minimum of your freaking debt, right? You're accruing interest. You do not want to accrue interest at all. You want to eliminate those interests and pay as much that you can, right? Compounding it. Why do you think compound interest in a money mutual account works a lot? Why do you think people get wealthy a lot of a money mutual account and all this stuff, right? Because it's all compounded. Once you compound your payment, that's the fastest way. One of the fastest ways. There's many ways of getting out of your debt, right? Compounding your payment. That's like the Dave Ramsey method of the snowball effect. That's basically compounding your payment, right? You pay off more than what you can, and what money you save off, you compound it to your next payment that you can. Then that keep occurring, and compounding, and then that will eliminate the debt faster than what you think, all right? People don't tell you about this. It really works. If it works for the money market account, why wouldn't it work for getting yourself out of debt, right? In order to get yourself out of a situation, out of a struggling situation, you must sacrifice some of your time, right? I'd rather go a short period of suffering than a long period of suffering. These people that go into the long period of suffering are usually the people that pay minimum balance. You do not want to pay minimum balance. You want to pay everything off at once. I mean, as soon as you can, as fast as you can. Because you're trying to avoid that accruing interest. That's one thing that keep people in those debt slaves. Right? Those recruiting interests. You have to know about how interest works. Right? Unfortunately, people don't understand how money works. You need to learn how to make money work for you. Right? Learn how to make money work for you. That's how the rich know how to play the system. They know how to make money work for them. Right? By acquiring debts. right? I mean, there's good debts and there are bad debts. Bad debts is those debts you can't handle, like credit card debts or the student loan debts. Those are bad debts, right? Those are bad debts. It's only set yourself up for big time, right? Good debts is when you invest those debts into some assets that pays you along the way, that give you a constant cash flow. And with that cash flow that you get constantly, you pay off your balance for your loans. Then when you pay off your loan, you start accruing cash flow repeatedly, month after month after month and after month, and those cash flow are untaxable, right? Because you're not working for it; it's just going in. It's like a game Monopoly, right? If you understand how the game of Monopoly works, you know how money works. Try to play Monopoly as much as you can. Once you're great at playing Monopoly and know the strategy of Monopoly, apply that to real life. That's basically what it is. The game of Monopoly, it teaches you how to manage money in real life. If you don't manage money in Monopoly, you wouldn't know how to manage money in real life. That's what it is. Why do you think that's good with money know how to play Monopoly well, right? They acquired all these properties, right? The goal to play Monopoly is to acquire the properties and acquire properties that people land on the most, right? And they get those recurring cash flow all the time, right? With those properties. That's what I'm talking about. You need to get properties that have constant cash flow. Why do you think the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad only invest in properties, and he used debt to invest in those properties? He used a loan from the banks, right? Because the banks, the way they make money is off of loans by people having those interests, and you pay off those loans in the appropriate amount of time. And the bank make money, and you make money. Then when you pay off the loans, you keep your asset, and the asset continue to make money. Now, once again, I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm just putting out things that people should already know, right? The point is to get wealthy as you can. When you get wealthy as you can, you could be like, Andrew Tate, sleep around with as much women as you want, cheat around with as much women as you want, be like Leonardo DiCaprio, dating 21-year-old, 25-year-old until they drop them, don't have no commitments, right? With no guilt-free, no attachment. You could be that kind of lifestyle, right? You can afford a divorce. Now I'm not saying divorce is the goal, but I'm just saying give you some kind of ideas what the rich are going through, right? The rich know how to make money work for them. You as a person need to learn how to make money works for you. Don't follow all those advices or those guru. They have to do this and that, right? It's basically simple. What I'm saying is basic knowledge. You can learn this from anywhere, right? You need to learn how money works, right? And use it to your advantages. Don't buy on frivolous things, right? Don't buy on stupid jewels, cars. I'm not saying any things are bad for you, right? I'm just saying use your money wisely, right? Once you have enough wealth, then probably, go ahead, buy whatever the heck you want to buy. But at this point, when you're owing debt, when you have so much debt, so much student loan debt, all these unnecessary debt, it's car notes, right? You think the rich have car notes? The rich don't have car notes. The rich buy the car under their companies, right? And they drove the car under the company name and write off the gas expense after taxes. I mean, if they pay taxes if they even pay taxes, but their car is not under their name. The car is under the company names, the vehicles, right? And they use it for business expense. You need to learn how to write off business expense, right? So you don't have to pay as few taxes as possible when you start a business, when you have your own business, right? Men have to know things about money, because if you don't know anything how money works or how money can work for you, you'll just want to run those debt slave, right? And my goal in life is never to work again, to get residuals, cash flow, constant cash flow, untaxed, avoid taxes. It's not a bad thing to avoid taxes, right? People always get mad, oh, the rich don't pay taxes. Well, the rich know how to make the money work for them. The rich know how to avoid paying these taxes. I mean, if you would be rich too, you would avoid tax too if you were rich, right? That's hypocritical for you to say that. What if you win the lottery, right? And you had to pay taxes? Would you want to pay taxes? No, taxation is theft, right? If you were rich, you would not want to pay taxes, right? Who to say you wouldn't be rich the next few years? That's asinine saying that you hate the rich, man. What if you become rich overnight? Now what's gonna happen? You're gonna be thinking like the rich, right? To say this thing that people say they hate the rich, well, it's not saying that you can't be rich as well. What if you could be rich as well too? That's what's so great about the free market economy. It allowed people to get out of this slump of being poor, to get above the poverty line. That's what it is. That's what's great about capitalism, right? The rich uses capitalism to their advantages, right? If you're for anti-capitalism, you're just a stupid, scummy socialist, all right? And to think yourself that you cannot be rich, you could be a working class. That's beneath anybody. That's low quality thinking, right? That's low vibration thinking to say you're incapable of being rich. Anybody is incapable of being rich as long as they know how money works. If you know how money works, you are capable of being rich, right? Without even knowing how, how what how without having that successful business experiences, you could be rich as well. That's how the rich stay rich, right? You need to learn how the rich stay rich, and so you need to be rich and stay rich instead of being poor, right? You need that, or else you'll be poor forever. I'm trying to motivate you guys, right? Men are not supposed to be in this situation where they work 9 to 5 in a rat race for the rest of their life, right? You're supposed to be achieving those goals, right? Right now, I'm not achieving my goals yet, but I'm working on it. And I always have that dream to focus on. Never take your eyes on the prize, right? Eventually, sooner, more than later, I will get to that point. But I'm still learning. You have to learn as much as you can. You need to learn every aspect how money could work for you, not work for your money. Work smarter, not harder. All right? So later on in life, you would be set for life. Right? I'm trying to motivate you guys. But on that note, guys, stop being a debt slave. Get rid of all this debt and start paying as few taxes as possible. Because that's going to kill you in the long run. But on that note, guys, let me know if you agree. Am I saying the right thing? Am I motivating you? Let me know if you agree. Leave a comment below. And you support my channel. You want to support my channel? I drop videos daily to motivate men and to point out men's struggles. If you want to help me out, like, share, and subscribe. On that note, guys, as always, peace and blessings.